Hello guys, this is your boys FK9 Games here, and welcome to another episode of Transport 2 series, where I'm gonna do every passenger, every cargo in a very hard difficulty. The last time where we left off is I built a train line that's simply shipping crude and bringing back oil. And right now I'm making somewhat of a profit. Making what, 40, 50k, or making 500k, because I spent 400k on this. So today's episode, simply paying off the loan. The one way I could pay off the loan is literally leave this game AFK. I'll come back in a couple hours and that's it. But for me, I tend to pay off loans whilst expanding at the same time. So paying off the loan should be naturally rather than forcefully. Okay, so first thing you want to do, since this line, I consider this line as a complete, I'm going to name it. So this is a train that's bringing crude and also shipping oil, and the location is in Amesbury. Any other lines? Line 2, you're a road, you're shipping oil and you're shipping fuel. In LN is line, fuel line. That's in Queensborough. And then another one is a line 3, which is a road, and that is delivering the goods to Queens. So let's start paying off the debt. So one way we can pay off is simply just expanding. I want to expand this, so how are we going to expand this line? We need to expand this money. I can see this line being profitable, so from episode 1, what I'm going to do is get paid both ways. So Cambridge requires conmat or construction material. Construction material plant is literally up north nearby, and stone is nearby Cambridge. This requires stone. Conmat require stone. Conmat is construction material. So I'm gonna pause the game. Oh, I can't pause the game because I have no money. Essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a truck stop. Yeah, pick up stone. Have a truck stop. Drop the stone off and pick up the construction material, and I'm going to have a truck stop deliver construction material straight to the city. Let's pause the game. Buy a bunch of vehicles. Buy 3 vehicles. That's essentially going from picking up construction materials, dropping off to the city. I'm going to have the remaining vehicles pick up the stone and pick up the construction material. So whilst that's being established, there's another thing I want to do, and I want to look here, because I want to apply this logic, what I've done down south, crude oil and oil using trains, because remember this is making me money, and apply it up north. So I'm going to reconfigure this. I'm not going to pick up crude from Horsham, because the distance between Horsham and the Horsham oil is too short. Remember, trains get paid based on distance rather than get paid on how quick it is. So I'm going to pick up crude elsewhere. I'm going to pick up crude from Dartford instead. Picking up crude from Dartford and shipping it to Horsham oil, I'm going to get paid more money than shipping from crude oil from Horsham. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not build a station, it's going to build a rail track at the moment. $200k already. Why is this costing me 200k? 100k, that's fine. So what I'm thinking to do is I'm going to readjust this line. So I'm going to delete this line from Horsham delete the crude line from Horsham to oil, Horsham oil, and have a train line picking up crude oil to from Dartford to Horsham. At the moment I have no money, so this is a slow process. But even though it's a slow process, it's a process I'm willing to take. So what I'm going to do right now is simply just wait for to get paid. So I should be getting paid shortly soon. This line will get established, that's not a problem. And the issue about the trains is it's very expensive to build. So what I'm doing right now is literally just waiting until I get paid. So I can spend that money when I get paid. 100k. How much does this cost? This trail? 170k. Sure. Connect that. Build a road. Because this needs to highlight white. If you don't know this needs to highlight white in order to work. And rest of my money because I can't afford it. I can't afford it on station. What's that? And split, and I'll wait till I get another. I'll wait till I get paid again. Just got paid 192k. It's fantastic. I'm gonna build a terminal station at the moment. Simply because I'm not gonna go elsewhere after this point. Build some of let's let the game run. Build a rail track. What's gonna happen now is I'm gonna play very tedious. Okay. 7k. Oh no, I'm back to broke. Okay. I'm not gonna delete this line at the moment because this line has not been established yet. Let's continue building that rail line. Is now officially complete. So what's next is simply can I afford a cheap train? I just want to buy a cheap train. 258. I'll buy you for now, temporarily. Wait till I get paid once again. This first few episodes is going to be very slow because you're hardly making any money. You're hardly any make, which is why it's going to take very tedious to make profit or make money. So this episode is going to be slow. I know I want to pay off the debt, but I want to make like millions and millions within each period to pay off the debt so easily. So simply I'm just going to wait until I get paid. So this train, wait till it pulls up. While it's pulling up, what I'm going to do is establish a line. So what's going to do is going to pick up crude, deliver it to oil, pick up the oil, bring it back, make sure this is connected to the refinery, which it is. Make sure the station is connected to crude oil, which it is. So all is all well and done. I just got paid twice, fantastic. Pause the game so the money doesn't change. My existing train, let's configure that. build 2 cargoes and simply set it off. This is not going to make me crude oil because what's happening right now is this refinery saying, okay, I have 2 suppliers of crude oil. Which one I'm getting more frequent, more quicker? Because in a refinery perspective, they want the cargo to be delivered quicker. But in our perspective, we want to deliver cargo the furthest, so we get paid. So currently they're getting quicker because of the Horsham, because they've got so much truck getting paid frequently. That's what's happening. So this is the reason why this crude oil I'm not getting hardly. However, in terms of quantity, so this oil refiner is going to get crude oil quicker. But in terms of quantity, it will look into the Dartford oil refinery because I'm going to get a lot more. Currently I'm carrying capacity of 10. And once this train increases its size, that 10 will become 100. And that 100 is more than what you get for trucks. $60k, am I gonna get paid? I did get paid. Alright, let's increase this capacity. What I can do, before I increase the capacity, I'm gonna force this refinery to only get it from this crude plant here. And the way you force it is simply delete the line. So that line here, delete. These lines. So what's gonna happen now is delete you as well. Okay, so let's reconfigure the line. So so the goods to Horsham, manage the line. You're not gonna get it from Horsham South, you're gonna get it from Dartford. That's done. This oil refinery, you're not gonna get it from Horsham. You're gonna get it from Dartford. You're gonna bypass the sea, that's not a problem. All the vehicles, I'm gonna give 7 vehicles to actually I'll give another 4 more. And the rest of them, so, and that line simply delete. So what's gonna happen now, because this refinery is shut down, this oil has no choice but to get crude oil from Dartford. So that number is going to increase drastically, meaning this is going to increase drastically, meaning this line can be started to be established. So what I'm going to do right now, simply let this game run for a bit till I get paid, and then increase this train size by 40. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to simply wait until this train size gets 40. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I have returned. I have made this a 40 cargo train. What I also did is I adjusted this line, this Horsham line. Essentially, these trucks are gonna wait until they pick up oil. That's what I'm doing right now. So in terms of money wise, I'm making a huge loss because this line has been hugely revamped. I'm making 100k loss. However, I'm willing to sacrifice on that 100k, knowing that I can make money from this line. I'm happy to. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna expand this line, make this into 2 trainer, so I can carry more freight, and then replace this locomotive into the Russian class T1. because it carries more weight, and essentially increase this capacity, because currently it's 40. 40 is hardly anything. So whilst we wait, I'm gonna get paid. Thank you. So I have a choice. I can simply build another train or build another road, or replace this existing train, which I'm thinking to do that instead. I changed my mind. So I'm going to change this into class. So it's more frequent, and essentially I'm going to increase this to 100. So because what's going to happen now, once it's increased to 100, I'm going to get paid a lot of money. Right now I'm making loss. This crude flow line, I'm not going to see money anytime soon, so do not worry about that. But this has speed. This is the reason why I decided to upgrade the locomotive, because speed. I mean, I can simply just, I can get a cheaper version of Russian class, 34, but this max speed is 31, so this only will carry me 31. I'm willing to wait, so I'm gonna wait until I get paid, which is shortly soon. This is coming to a stop. Okay, I just got paid. That's 289k. Where's my line? What's gonna happen is that 500k is gonna be, what's gonna happen slowly is it's gonna increase the speed. Getting paid. Alright, increase that, so this is now carrying 50. But I am carrying fuel. I am carrying oil, so that's a good news at least. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let this game run for a bit until I hit 100 capacity, because this is all I'm right now going to do is simply play the waiting game. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've been AFK for a bit, because all I'm simply doing is simply increasing this capacity, which is now 100. So this is now 100, meaning this is now going to get paid quite a lot. How are we doing previous line than what I've created previously? 36k and 200, but I think the truck just left. So this line is making me a profit, which is good. This line, let's see how I'm doing. 200k. Originally it was 60k. I went to 100k. And I recently just increased the capacity. I spent 450k. Russian class GP. I might get that instead, actually. So let me delete this for 1 second. I configure this line because currently this is 160, 200, 240. So this is now a 240 train. This train can have 240. I'm gonna have to do the same side for this. Currently it's 160, 200, 240. Increase each platform by 40 meters. If you didn't know that, essentially, I'm gonna actually make you into Russian class GV instead. The new one, GV. Simply because the cargo, we went from cargo weight going from 140 to 190. So delete that. Can I afford it? Well, I can't, not just yet. So once I get paid, hopefully I can upgrade this so I can make this into a 130 train rather than a 100. That's 70, 95. I can make this into what, 120, 130? So right now this is simply just a waiting game. The objective is to pay off the debt, I know, but the money wise, I'm rolling in money. I'm rolling in over $1 million from the train. The reason my rows are negative is because of this line here. 70k net loss. That's where all my losses coming from, that line. That Russian class, exactly what's just top speed? 34, so it's literally the same but more power. Fantastic, that's what I love to see. So let the game run for a bit. Essentially what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get paid. I'll show you this time. So I'm gonna get paid here, which can give me a couple 100k. I'm gonna get paid here. So I just got paid. That's went from 600 to 200. I'm now on positive 300. Other locomotive. Can I afford you now? Okay, so I have increased the capacity. So I'm gonna make this a 150 or 130. So this is a new locomotive. This is a Russian locomotive. Consider I spent 253, I'm still making 500k profit. I'm gonna pull up, so I'm sure I'm gonna get paid. This is only gonna 31 though, but remember that, because of my tankers. Let's go paid 700k, just like that. Increase you to how much I can spend. So what is maximum I can go is up to 150. Yeah, so I can make you I'll make you 130 instead. So 100 from 100 to 130, so a 30 increase. I could apply the same logic here. I can make you both into 130 train. I'm gonna delete you because I'm not gonna buy another train for this line. I think 2 trains is enough. But essentially I can increase this to carry another 60 more because 30 in each train. So that money is going to increase even more. I'm going to do that shortly, but I want to finish this line off first. But essentially the rate of us waiting, the trucks waiting, now reduced. Because I'm bringing back 45. That's 11 trucks. 11 trucks at full cargo. Keep increasing you until this is 130. Or I can make you 140. 140 is doable. I'm gonna do 140 because 150 is. It says poor once you hit 150. So essentially I can do 145. I just got paid. Make you into 125. Let's see how much I get paid now. I'm very curious to see. 830k. Wow. I changed my mind. I'll make you 140. Okay, so this is 140. This is done. Down south. So what is the length for 140? So the length of this managed vehicle edit 203 meters. This takes up 203 meters. This is why, and this car size is currently 140. So 200, 240. So this is now can carry 240 truck. delete this for 1 second. Make you into, nope. Make you into 240. Connect the track on here. Connect the track. What's the route going? So I'll change the signal to, yeah. Okay. I've adjusted the line, so what I could do now is change DC train into, make DC train a 140 rather than 100. So that's 80 cargo more. But the fact I just got paid ridiculous amount of money. I think 140 is too much. You know what, I'll do my one, I'll make you into 130. 130 is enough. Because the build-up speed is going to be too slow. 130 is adequate. So, the next thing, make both of you train 2 trains into 130. So this is going to now pull up. Got paid. And I got paid again, so that's 500k. Question, can I make both of you into T? No. And I can do 1. And I can't even afford 1. Wow. No, click on this locomotive. I seriously can't afford 528. Wow, really? Okay, I made it. Cool. So now what I'm gonna do is increase this to make this 130. Yeah, I just got paid ridiculous amount of money. Instead of spending it on, can I make you into Russian T class? Well, what's the train called? Oh, class GV. I've been saying it wrong for all my life on my list. Apologize. Okay, let's make you into 130 now. Make you into 130. Look at how much chunk of money I just got from that train. Crazy, right? I made 400k profit considering I spent over 700k. So I should be getting paid very soon. And this is literally the cycle. Just keep upgrading it. This is why this episode is going to be very slow. Paid. Pick up this. Make this to 120. I'm gonna get paid again. Let's go paid again. Make it to 120. Sorry. Oh, I just lost the money. I could have bought another cargo. I paid out the expense. That's how my money dropped. I paid the expense. But this is now carrying 55. This is 100 still, so not a problem. But my train should be pulling up soon, so hopefully I get paid. Minus 300 to, so that's 400k. It's not a problem. Okay, I'll pay another 500k, so I'm gonna... No, I'll increase you. Increase to 115. Okay. We'll keep going with that cycle. As my brick line that I did at the start of the episode, 42k, 200. So this line is making me profit. Fantastic. How is my oil line? 7k. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a fuel oil line into a train, convert oil and fuel line into a train. That's the objective. So this is now gonna carry 120 instead of 100, so another additional money. But this train is pulling up. This is what I love to see, meaning chunk of change. There you go, there's a chunk of change. And then convert into 120 as well. How's my financials? So roughly under 2 mil consistently. Now I'm over 2 mil. Nice, that's what I love to see. I'm gonna get paid soon. Did I just see an animal just run into a train? Okay, 700k. So edit these both trains, make this into 130 and make this into 130, and that train is both, that line is complete. Okay. Look at that, 1.2 mil, wow. 1.7, wow. So what's next? Next, simply expand this line. Oh, I can't afford it. Oh, expand what I've got. Make this into a true line train as well. Look at how much chunk of change I'm getting. 1.3, I'm making 1 mil every single period. The paying off the debt will be very easy. It doesn't require a lot of time. See what I'm saying? I could have, at the start of the episode, I could have just left this game AFK. Get that 10 mil, pay it off. But why do that when you can use the money to build train lines? This is why train is the best cargo in the game. If you want to transport cargoes, train is your best friend. Train and airplanes, these two are your best friends. That's gonna get me another more change, thank you. 100k, yeah, this requires a second train, you can tell. How's my... I'm just looking at the expense. The expense has risen a bit. Considering I'm making nearly under 3 mil. This is like a cheat code. This trades is like a cheat code. Let's expand the freight. Let's expand the freight. So I've got 300k. Expand the line. Yep, that line has been expanded. Connect that. Create a block. So from here to here. Create a block also from here to here, and then in between. Okay, so that's done. Question: how much? I can't even afford. So let's look at financially. 1.9. So nearly 2 million, considering spending 1.5. Wait, this train's 139, isn't it? Yes, okay. But the expense can be very, very steep. 500k. You gotta remember, railroad only can go one way, so you have to create two. That's why I double tracked them. If you're wondering why I double tracked, because the train can go only one way. I had 900k in debt. Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, 882, but I think you cost. How much do you cost? You cost me 600k. Let's go milk, thank you. I'm gonna leave you idle for now because I don't wanna, because deploying you carrying 10 is ridiculous. So when this train pulls up to the oil station, that's when I'll deploy that second train. So this 1.5 is going to increase to another 3 million. I made 200k profit. Consider I spent 1.5. So I have 1.7. So instead of having 300k at the start of the episode, I had 3 to 500k. I'm having 1.5. Or 1.9. So paying off the debt, that £10 million debt, will be very, very quick. But look at the expense. Look how easily I lose so much money. That's why I need a streamline of income, because then that paying off 500k debt, you know how crazy that is. Alright, I'm gonna get paid 100k. 100k, that's good. So where's my train? Yes, making it to 20 now, so you're now 20. I'm making 150. Can I get 150 before I pay out? Nope, I'll pay it out. Okay, not a problem. I can deploy this train right now and make this both into 75. I'd wait. I don't mind waiting. So simply we wait until we get another paid. 500k. Look how easy I'm losing so much money. 500k, 400k, just like that. The expense is ridiculous. Let's see how much I'm paying expense. Maintenance vehicle 2.14 mil. I'm paying out 2 mil pure loan expense. This is why train is a very risky move. If you know what you're doing, go for it. It's a high risk, but high risk comes with high reward. So I got paid. I got paid again. So let's make you into 300. I'm gonna deploy this train now. Get this active. I just got paid. 700k. So currently carrying 30, which is oh, 157. So now you can carry 55. Cool. Let's deploy you. So you can carry 55. So now I have another train active. Fantastic. So how much I'm carrying? 55, and this other train's carrying 130. Do 80 and reduce this to reduce that number. But again, that minus 900k. Wow, that's a big that's a big number to lose money on. See, if I didn't have trains, I consider this as a bankrupt. Consider I'm making so much loss, but hardly any making money. I'm maxed out on loans, so I can't do nothing about it. Okay, got paid. Got paid again. I mean, I'm gonna get paid again shortly, but I'll increase you right now in case. Okay, I've got paid again. 446. Okay, so I went jumped from 50 to 65, 75. Another 20 more. That's what I like to see. Look at that 1.6 mil I spent. But every investment is worth it. I'm gonna make a train line from oil to fuel and make 100 cargo. How is my... Okay, I'm back on blue. So I was making 100 a couple minutes ago. I was making a loss of 100k, but now I'm back on blue with 30. My roads, I'm not gonna get significant a lot because the cargo trucks I've got is not very. It's too low. It's too small. I'm carrying 4. Alright, it's got minus 800. I'm on minus 1.1 mil. The expense is ridiculous, but there's nothing you can do. Oh, I just got paid 200k. Fantastic. That means I can increase that size. I'm carrying 70, which is fine. I'm gonna get paid ridiculous money here. Yep, 1 mil. So this is now officially 100, but I can buy another 3 more. 23, so I just need 3 more and that's it, this is done. So all I did this episode is literally built built 2 lines. Built a brick line to increase the streamline. I mean, I didn't need to really do that, to be honest. But the main bit is that I reconfigured that line. And that reconfigure made me... I was earning 60k between these two. And now I'm earning... I went from 60k to 1 mil. It's the same technique, but the only thing that's different is the transport. Same technique, went from 60k to 1 million. Just think that this is how amazing this is. So we just simply wait. I'm making crazy expense though, so how are we doing financially? Consider I spent 1 mil. I'm gonna get paid shortly. I just got paid. That 1 mil's gone. I'm gonna get paid again soon. There's that debt gone, and I'm gonna get paid again very shortly. Yeah, 300k. I mean, okay. Let's do one more cargo. Multiple vehicles. Again, we don't need to worry about that now because we don't have money to maintain that, the condition. Okay. How we're doing this line? So I went from under 2 mil and I'm jumping over 2 mil. Not significant change, but it's a positive change, so a positive change matters. Once again, I mean, minus 1 mil debt. $130. This train has not bringing back a lot, considered because this train was too short. It's too small. So at the time I was delivering 70, so that's 35. Because the ratio 70 divided by 2 is 35. So this train all that time been delivering. This train doesn't show me. No, it does. Yes. See, it reduced for a bit. I'm gonna get paid again. 800k. Complete this line. This is all 130. What's next is make you into train station. I'll make you into. I'll keep 160 at the moment. 160. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. This is now 160. Simply, how much is it to cost? 416. Yeah. I'm running out of money. 15k. Alright, let's pay. 60k. So that's enough. Cool. Once again, I have to delete this. And essentially ship oil and bring back fuel. So I'm going to do the same process, but I'm going to make this into a 100 train rather than 130. Simply not bringing back a lot. Well, I can make this into 80. We'll see. Make a net loss of 100. Okay, that's not cool. Okay, let's pause this. We'll do that. Okay, yep. Net loss of 100k, it's not a problem. So that 900 is going to change. 890, 1.7. I'm not going to pay for the thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a can have 100, but I'll have let me establish this train first. Let me buy cheap, so I'll make this into 40 or 10. Wow. Okay, let me establish this line. So what's gonna happen is the oil's gonna actually no. Yeah. So fuel's gonna be shipped into that rail because it's quicker. The oil's gonna come here. It's quicker. Remember. So what's happening is the frequency between shipping the oil and the fuel is more longer, whereas for train is more quicker. So basically, they want to get to the destination quick as possible when transporting goods. So what's going to happen eventually is the oil is going to be converted into the train, and the oil is going to be put into platform rather than truck stop. Simply because shipping fuel to the city will be quicker using a train rather than using a truck. That's basically what's happening. So what I'm going to do is just save us the trouble. Just sell this line. Delete the railway. So what's going to happen now? All the oils can be converted into that platform, which is fantastic. That's what you want to see. And then bring back fuel. So that's what I'm doing with this train. Ship the oil, bring back fuel. So I'm going to get paid both ways. Using this logic, it's not going to be a ridiculous amount of money. It's going to be somewhat of a money. Begin. Okay, so I come back after a few minutes, and essentially I decided to change this train. So instead, I previously mentioned to have this as a 60, but I decided to have it as an 85. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to ship 85 oil and hopefully bring back 85 fuel. So now we simply let this game run, and then essentially pay off the debt as what I wanted to do at the start. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'll let this game run for a bit, and essentially that's it. I have officially paid off that 10 mil debt. What I've done this episode, established the brick and stone line, which is doing fantastically well, but mainly this bad boy here, because now this is making me the most money. So originally I made nearly 100k using exactly the same method, but I changed two of the method into train. So I went from making nearly 100k to making 1.1 plus break, so 1.4. So I went from nearly 100k to 1.4 mil. Financially, making 2 million, so we're in the blue. The line management, the trains are the most important because that can't afford the loss. These trucks, if I afford a loss, sure, but the trains, if that's making a loss, delete it. But this is it. This is the end of the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.